Welcome to the Dumb Bitch Cinema Club, where two dumb bitches talk about cinema.
What, like it's hard?
Ew! Get off of me! I'm on.
That is so fetch.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
You know what you are?
Say it out loud.
Vampire.
We're back. We're live. Welcome to the Dumb Bitch Cinema Club. I'm Laura.
I'm Courtney.
And we're both dumb bitches that like to talk about cinema.
Correct.
So today, what are we talking about today, Courtney?
We are talking about Twilight.
The iconic 2006?
8? I thought it was 8.
6? 8? 2008, you are correct.
2008.
2008 masterpiece, directed by Catherine Hardwicke.
Yes.
The blue movie of my dreams. This, I actually can't express to you how important this is to my lore, backstory, my religion, my culture, my spirit. The way that the Twilight franchise took over, I was a woman possessed. I was a woman possessed.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing that quite shook my little 16-year-old core like Edward versus Jacob.
Yeah.
And I was Team Edward, by the way. There was I mean, honestly, now as an adult, Team Charlie.
Team Charlie.
Or team Carlisle, if I'm feeling spicy.
Yeah, I think Team Carlisle for me now. But it's funny because I was 8 when this first movie came out.
Why did you say that?
I'm sorry. So I feel like the Twilight phase for me probably started when the second one came out, because obviously it went through...
when you were 9?
Yeah. Because, like, I think the difference between... It went through waves at my school, obviously, as well. And then, like, it kind of... Because, again, I was in year 3, I think. And then... I'm really sorry. And then it went through waves, and then I think the second movie came out, and then everyone was, like, really on the train. Yeah. And then I got on the train really bad.
I was the train conductor.
The train conductor, yeah. I was a few carriages behind.
I built the train.
I was Team Jacob. I know.
Why?
Please
explain your reasoning.
I think because younger me thought that Taylor Lautner was hotter.
So fair.
So I think that was probably 95% of the decision making.
The makeup and hair department, particularly in the first film, really did Robert Pattinson dirty.
It really did. And I think too, because the second movie is so Jacob focused, it was like, well, it's Team Jacob.
Yeah.
So I think that's
look,
probably
hindsight's 2020, right? They're both terrible.
Yes. They're both awful
They're both
choices.
Actually awful people. Edward is a controlling dick. And Jacob non-consensually kisses Bella and she punches him in the face.
Edward's also like so manipulative because he's like, I'm gonna go away because we can't be together, and then I'm gonna kill myself because I'm coming. Like, hold on a minute, whoa!
I'm gonna kill myself because you had the nerve to kill yourself because I did this really horrible thing, and how dare you?
Oh wow!
Gaslight King.
Gaslight King.
More
power to him.
So. Yeah, this movie was very important to me. If I remember while I'm editing, I will insert a photo of me here dressed as Alice Cullen at my year 10 formal.
I love that.
Look, you know how like some girls talk about like they were like pick me and I don't wear dress. Like Bella was kind of like the ultimate pick me.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
I feel like I was pick me, but in a way that was so unself-aware. Like I thought I was cooking, right? So the other girls at the year 10 formal show up in their nice, beautiful, stunning dresses. Yeah. I turn up in my fuck-ass bob with a tiny vest and a ribbon choker, dressed as Alice Cullen.
I can see it. I can see it in my mind's eye.
And the reason I say it was a non-self-aware pick-me is because no boy wants that.
No, except Jasper, maybe. That's it. You needed a Jasper.
I just needed a racist Confederate.
Oh no!
We'll get into that.
Oh no!
We'll get into that. Yeah, so Twilight was very important to me. I saw this film, this piece of cinematic masterpiece, no less than 6 times at the theatre.
That's crazy.
The theatre.
The theatre.
I was lined up to watch the midnight premiere in my tiny, tiny town cinema. The biggest flex was we were friends with one of the guys that worked at the cinema, so he got us into like the special little balcony box for the midnight premiere. Lives were changed that day. Lives were changed. So, shall we talk about the film?
We shall talk about the film.
So, Twilight opens with an iconic scene that I used to be able to recite verbatim. Like the first, I'm not even joking, I think probably the first 15 minutes of dialogue in this film,
You've got it on
word
lock.
for word recite.
Yeah.
So we get the I'd never given much thought to how I would die, and it's a deer presumably being hunted by one of the Cullens. I think that's
I would have to
what
assume
it's
so.
supposed to be, but it's never really made clear. You just see a deer getting
Side tackled. Side tackled.
taken out. Deer found dead in a ditch.
Yes.
Then we meet our titular character, Bella Swan, who loves Arizona and cactuses.
Yeah.
Which, can I say, she does not give summer girl energy.
Not even remotely.
At all. There is nothing about her that makes me think that this girl wants to be in the sun.
No. Not one part.
No.
Not even one inkling. No.
So we cut to Bella with her tiny cactus. Never brought up again. By the way.
never.
Bella's mother is essentially shipping her off to live with her father because she wants to tour with
I completely forgot about this plot point.
her boyfriend, Bob. I'm
it
pretty
Bob?
sure his name's Bob,
Oh,
right?
that's embarrassing.
Is it
Might
not Bob?
be.
Have I just made that up?
He gives Bob energy,
I'm pretty
so
sure
we
it's
can call
Bob.
him Bob.
He's Bob now. Her boyfriend, who is a minor league baseball player, she ships her teenage daughter off to live with her estranged father on the other side of the country so she can go touring with Bob the baseball boy.
The minor league baseball.
Not even
Major.
major. Could you not have, like, Stephanie Meyer, you have all the creative license in the world and you chose to
Minor
make this
league.
man a minor league baseball player.
I completely forgot that was why. Like, I completely
Like-
forgot the reason why Bella had to move back to Forks.
Bella makes it sound in the voiceover like it's her choice, but she's also 16.
It's definitely not her choice.
Her mum's like, I want to go sit in my Honda Subaru SUV and be baseball mum
Baseball mum.
for the summer.
Yeah. Awful.
Wild start to the film. Bella immediately is a whiny bitch. She's like, I don't want to go and live with my dad, who's a hot police officer.
Mm.
And that's when we meet Forks, our other main character. essentially.
Definitely a main character.
Which I love. Can I say, a side note, like, I'm such a book girly, and I love it when, like, the place is almost like a character.
Yeah.
Like, the town of Forks plays such a big part.
Has a vibe. Has a very
It
big
has
vibe.
such a vibe. It caught a vibe. Baby are going for a ride.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of the words. Of
I
the song.
think a lot of that comes from definitely like the color palette. I know people joke about this color palette a lot, but the color palette of the first movie, the blues, the greens,
My
and
Roman
everything.
Empire is why they decided to get rid of that.
I was going to say
It was
that.
so iconic
Yes.
and so part of what has made Twilight a cult classic.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have stood the test of time the way it does. Because no one's talking about rewatching New Moon.
No.
Like, you
It's
do
always
it,
Twilight.
but it's
It's
like
always
you watch
Twilight.
the Hoa Hoa Hoa.
The hoa, hoa, hoa.
You're doing it
For the hoa.
like for the Hoa. Like, and that's why whenever it starts to get autumn, like, it's Hoa Hoa season, bitch.
Yes.
It's starting to get chilly outside here in Australia. I will
Yeah.
be putting on Twilight again in like another 2 months.
In another 2 months.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not doing that with New Moon
No.
because it doesn't have the same
I
vibe.
think a lot of people argue that because Twilight is Edward's movie, so it's a cooler colour palette, and because New Moon is Jacob's movie, it gets warmer. Oh, see?
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you've just actually shifted my world on its axis.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So we meet Forks, we meet Charlie. Poor Charlie is trying his best. Shout out Daddy Charlie.
Daddy.
He's trying his best to relate to his teenage daughter that he hasn't seen since she was like, I think canonically since she was like 8.
I think it was 8.
And
yeah.
he's like,
Your room's the same?
yeah.
Do you like purple?
Haven't touched a thing. The bedspread that launched 1,000 ships.
Yes.
Every girl wanted that purple fucking
Yeah.
bedspread,
The
myself
purple
included.
bedspread.
We go to the house. We then go downstairs where Bella is gifted her iconic Chevy truck.
Oh my god.
Again, worlds were changed.
Yeah.
And she has the nerve to be sort of like, fucking Charlie, buy me a nice bedspread and a car.
How dare he?
Fuck ass, dad. This is also where we meet Billy Black and Jacob Black,
Yes.
who is like Charlie's BFF,
Yep.
BFF for life.
BFF for life.
And that's where we meet Jacob and his iconic wig. The best wig to ever wig.
The best wig to ever wig.
I'm sad that they had to get rid of this. I'm not going to lie. Jacob with long hair was a real vibe.
It was quite something. I think, again, it's that same thing where, like, no one's talking about rewatching New Moon. Because you think about, like, rewatching, like, you talk about Jacob and, like, people wear the wig.
Yeah.
That's Jacob.
Yeah, and in saying that, I have so many questions about the hair. Like, why when they become... Sorry, not to make this about New Moon. Why, when they become wolves, do they have to cut their hair? Because, like, some of the other Quileutes, correct me if I'm wrong, in New Moon, have long hair.
You know, they don't.
So why... He was like, I'm a man now, I have to
Cut my hair.
cut it all off.
Which is funny because, like, again, I could be really wrong. But obviously the Quillette culture is very based in, you know...
Yeah, Stephanie Meyer really did it.
We won't touch on that too much, but like
We're
a
too
lot of
white
it,
for that
We're
conversation.
too white for that conversation, but I feel like a lot of it is like, yeah, they have long hair because it's like a part of the culture,
Yeah.
right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
And so cutting it off seems weird. Anyway, so we meet Billy and Jacob. Jacob is established to be a car boy.
Cowboy.
And then we sort of like Charlie and... Also, can we talk about the fact that this is something that has deeply disturbed me since the day I saw this film. I remember when this scene comes up. Why have you bought... And I can't remember if it's this scene or it might be the next scene. Why have you bought fish fry in a paper bag?
I don't know. Not even a tray.
Not like you couldn't fork out for the Tupperware. Like, the finance is really that tight at the
In
Black
a
household.
wet paper bag.
Paper bag.
You know, that is
Billy's
too...
famous fish fry, which has been slowly coming to room temperature in this paper bag.
Imagine peeling off the paper. Like, the paper will be in the fish.
Maybe that's why it's so famous.
Maybe.
Inside of paper.
Fishy, like paper fish.
Yeah. So we then flash forward to... I'm pretty sure it's the next day. I'm assuming this doesn't all happen in the same
It does
day.
move very fast. This
We
movie,
move the plot, the timeline, and we're going to talk about that when we talk. We're going to talk about the timeline of this. So we flash forward. Bella is again being a whiny little bitch. She's like, first day of a new school, midway through the semester. Great. She's not doing her morning affirmations, and she needs to start.
Correct.
So instantly, for reasons that are unclear, all of the men in this high school are obsessed with her. So we meet Eric and we meet Mike and we meet one other guy who, because he is a person of colour, of course, he never really gets any sense of characterization.
No.
There's another boy who I'm assuming has a name, but I can't remember now
Yeah.
because he's the one that does nearly commit vehicular manslaughter.
Yes.
Later, we'll get to that.
Correct.
And then we meet my personal favourite character, Jessica, played by the one, the only, Anna Kendrick. And I love how every time Twilight gets brought up to her in an interview, she's like, what? I wasn't in Twilight. And they're like, babes.
You were in it.
Yeah, you were. It's
Yeah,
like,
you were.
I know no
No.
speak English.
No.
But it's established Bella is very clumsy, so we have like the
Of course.
volleyball scene.
No, it's volleyball.
It's
Yeah,
volleyball. Bella is iconic, clumsy. We then go to the lunchroom where all the boys of this high school continue to be obsessed with
her.
Bella for reasons unknown. And this is when we get, I want to say, like the most iconic pap walk entry scene ever. And we meet the Cullens. So we meet Emma and Rosalie who walk in, and then Alice and Jasper who walk in.
Iconic.
Like, and what I want to know is that how they entered the cafeteria every day?
I think they have to.
Because
I think they aura farm every time they
Because
enter the
they-
cafeteria.
because they walk past the window and then they enter the cafeteria in pairs. So it's almost like a wedding procession. Like they've walked to the door, they've stopped.
Do you think
and
they
like,
rehearse?
and That's what they do when they can't sleep of a night.
They
you know?
rehearse walking into the cafeteria.
So they like walk together to the door, and then Edward's like, okay, this time let's shake it up. Emmett, Rosalie, you two go first. So Alice and Jessica, Gossip Queen, is filling Bella in on the oddities of the Cullens. And she's like, because they're together. Like, together. Which, can I say, I get it. When I was in high school, because I do feel like that's a very important part of these, like, early 2000 rom-coms that people forget. Teenagers. Sorry, I'm burping. 16 years of age.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're weirded out by the fact that this family, who all have the same last name, are also fucking.
Yeah. I did...
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if there was a group of 5 people who all called themselves brother and sister,
like a family, but
they went home and fucked?
It is very strange. I mean, I get why, because obviously Carlisle has taken them in and like saved their lives or whatever, and they just so happen to get together. But again, it is weird. It is weird.
It's an odd choice.
It is a very
Choices were
interesting
made
choice.
by Stephanie Meyer. So this is also one of the things I love about this adaptation, and I just love about like book to movie adaptations in general, is when you add little like bits of color to the movie that you wouldn't necessarily pick up on unless you had read the books. So one thing I personally love about this scene is when they're doing their little individual wedding procession pap walk.
The Victoria's Secret model auditions.
Yes. And Jessica is doing her like voiceover, like Alice, the weird little one with the spiky hair, blah, blah, blah. They have these like smirks on their faces because canonically the vampires have incredible hearing. So they can like hear everything that's being said about them, and they're like, Jessica, what a cunt.
What a cunt. Oh.
So I really enjoy that. This is when we meet Edward. He walks in single, solo, Gaslight King.
Him and his hairspray.
Him and his
Him
hairspray
and all of his hairspray.
against gravity in the world.
Oh. Every time, it's a whole... I think Edward's hair is a whole separate character.
I want to know the hairspray budget for the first movie.
All of it. All of it.
The whole budget.
The whole budget was
The actors
hairspray.
actually got paid nothing. It was all on hairspray.
Yeah.
So this is when Edward... And when I tell you, me and every single other teenage girl in the cinema lost our goddamn minds on that scene. Because, like, I was obsessed with the book. So I had been picturing this exact scene in my head for years.
Was Robert Pattinson
No.
what you thought?
And that was a
thing.
big thing in the fandom.
Yeah.
Being like, who is this fuck-ass British boy?
Oh, no!
I wanted Jackson Rathbone.
Oh.
I thought he was more suited.
That's fair,
for
actually.
Edward.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So we then meet... Edward walks in, sits down. Him and Bella have a very intense stare-off. Again, canonically, because you know later that he can read minds. And he's like, what the...
There's nothing going on.
There's nothing... I mean, we knew it already.
We knew it already.
And nothing happened in between these two eyes. We then flash forward to Bella's first class. I don't know. They don't seem to do much schooling at this school.
No, not really.
We go to biology class, and this is one of like the oddest scenes in history. So Bella walks into biology class. Edward has already sat, and of course there's only one seat left. So of course she has to sit next to Edward. There's this giant fan.
For some reason.
Which, can I just say, the size of that fan, obviously it's cut out in the audio, that just would have been like... for the whole
Also,
class.
I want to know, because Forks is cold, right?
Yes!
Why do you need
And
a
raining
fan?
all the time.
Why do you
Cold
need
and
a
raining all the
fan?
time. Why do you need a fan?
It's not hot. You don't need
So
one.
she walks in front of the fan, like the breeze in her hair, and it blows her scent towards Edward, and he's immediately like...
So, it's
The
truly
way
so tragic.
He has acted this is such a choice.
I want to know
And
how
I-
many takes it took. I really
Do you think
wanna know.
Catherine Hardwicke, the director, was like, no, she smells worse.
Dude,
Make it...
be more offended.
Be more offended. Look like you're going to throw up. There we go. Yep.
Yep.
So Bella sits down, and I do love Kristen Stewart's acting here, because she like picks up a piece of her hair and she's like,
smelling herself.
which I would too.
I would honestly too. I would think if that had happened to me, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, like, if you're smelling yourself, you know that you don't smell. So it would be that thing like, what is this guy on?
What is this problem?
What is
He's
this
already
problem?
been staring at me across the cafeteria.
Correct.
Now he's acting like I stink.
What an
What's the
asshole.
go? We haven't even exchanged names
No.
yet. I only know you because of Jessica the Gossip Queen, babes.
That's all I
What's your
know.
deal?
I would be very confused and I would immediately think, this guy's a bit weird.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And we're about to have that confirmed for us.
Correct.
So then the bell rings and Edward is up. Edward is off. He's gone to throw up in the bathroom. We then walk in on him talking to like the guidance counselor, trying to change classes. I just say, if I was Bella, I'd be moving back to Arizona that day. I'd be like, I can never show my face in this school ever again.
I would think, you know what, maybe minor league baseball isn't that bad.
Maybe Bob's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get to know Bob better.
That's such a crazy reaction. Again, cementing the fact, if that had happened to me, I would not talk to Edward in any way, shape or form.
No.
What do you mean you're changing classes because I'm sitting next to you?
I smell that bad.
Insane.
I would never show my face again.
No.
So we've established that Edward hates Bella. Also, we think. We then go to the diner where Charlie and Bella are having a very wholesome daddy-daughter dinner at the diner.
With a Stephanie Meyer cameo as well.
Is that this one or is that the next one?
It might be the next one.
Might be the next one because it's not in my notes. We have the most iconic use of ketchup in any form of media ever.
I can't look at a ketchup bottle the same.
No, and it's so
I
iconic that you just know. So Bella picks up a ketchup bottle, and obviously the actor Kristen is like, well, I can't really like squeeze this tomato sauce anywhere because like continuity is a thing, right?
Yeah.
So she kind of like, I'm going to demo this with the air conditioner remote for those who are consuming this podcast visually. She picks up the ketchup bottle and like pretends to squeeze it, but then like doesn't really know what to do with it. So she just kind of goes.
But it's not even like she holds it at an angle.
It's like an angle that would never. She's holding it like that.
Ketchup would never come out of that bottle.
And like waves it. Like, what are you doing? What is that achieving?
You know what I noticed upon rewatching this for this podcast?
Yeah.
Charlie also shakes the salt weird.
Oh, I'm too locked in on the ketchup. I've never seen
He does kind of the same odd hand movement, but obviously there's no salt coming out of the shaker, right? So it is kind of that, oh, what do I do to make it look like I'm shaking out salt? He also shakes the salt weird. Next time you watch Twilight, watch Charlie.
We've been paying too much attention to the ketchup.
ketchup. Watch Charlie shake the salt. Very similar vibes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an
do
eye
it.
for that.
Do it.
So this is when also we get introduced to the subplot that people are disappearing.
Yes,
they're
they're being attacked.
And there's something about this is going to sound so weird. There's something about the way the actress who's playing the waitress delivers her line. There's something about the way the mouth sounds she makes that is just so pleasing to my ear.
Oh, it's like ASMR almost.
Yes! Every time she says it, I'm like, oh, that was tasty. I liked that. We then go back to the house where Bella is chatting to her mum on the phone, and we get another scene establishing that Bella's mother is literally the worst human alive, and Bella has no concept of a healthy parental relationship. No. Bella then spends days at school trying to talk to Edward, but he doesn't show up to school, and Jessica is like, he's not coming. Like, Jessica has somehow clocked
that Bella
is obsessed.
But I don't know why. Like, again,
they have not spoken. And like I said, we're going to get into this. Where I have a whole timeline that I've written down. We're going to get into how cooked the timeline of Twilight is.
But, like, again, the last interaction we saw between Bella and Edward was literally trying to change classes to get away from her.
And she's like, I'm going to hunt you down.
I'm interested.
Honestly? What a mood. What a mood. She's like, oh, you're emotionally unavailable and hate me?
I'm
husband.
in. Husband material.
Husband material. We then get a vampire chase scene backing up what we learned earlier, that something is not right. Something's. Charlie the cop is on the case.
He is on the case.
Proving that he's the man. We then go back to school and back to another bio class, which is apparently the only form of schooling these children do. And this is when our favourite Latin American actor, Robert Pattinson, says his first word. There is something about the way, because Robert Pattinson is obviously British. And I can contest, as an actor, the word hello, saying that, there's something about how it fits in the mouth of an American. It's really fucking hard to say. I had a scene in an acting class once where I had to do an American accent, and the first word was hello. And it's so hard.
Difficult.
But the fact that this is I want to know how many takes they did before they were like, this is as good as it's
not
going to get.
work.
But the way he delivers the line, he's like, hello.
I didn't notice it until you pointed it
out,
out.
and then you can't unhear it.
And now I can't unhear it.
I'm so sorry to ruin Twilight for everyone, but once you
Yeah.
hear it, you can't unhear it. They then flirt over mitosis, and Edward mansplains science to Bella.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Correct.
And she's like...
Why is
she's
she
like,
interested?
he's not nice to her.
No.
She, like, makes a point of being like, I'm a smart girl. Like, I know how to do science. And he's like, can I double check? I don't trust you. You seem kind of dumb. No offense.
Diabolical behaviour.
One thing that I love that's in the book, and I think it's very briefly touched on in the movie, but it's not really mentioned a lot, is the golden onion. So this is like a thing. There's like a competition happening in this class where whoever guesses all of the things first and correctly gets the golden onion. But it's not really explained that well. So in the next scene, when Bella and Edward are walking down the hallway, you will notice Bella is holding a whole ass onion. No context.
No.
We then have, I think, arguably one of the most iconic scenes. The following day at school, Bella is chilling out in the car park, alone as always. She makes a point of, like, looking and seeing Edward on, like, the opposite side.
All
of
the way
car
over
park.
there.
He's all the way over. They make direct eye contact.
Yes.
I don't know why Edward thought he was going to be able to gaslight himself out of this.
No
They
idea.
make direct eye contact. Like, I don't know if it was snowing or icy, but his car sort of, like, skids, and Bella's like...
I assume icy.
It must be icy. Or just wet.
Wet.
And he almost commits vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
Which is... I've forgotten the word. Which is, like, glazed over real fast.
Really quickly.
Like, Bella actually almost dies. And
Quite horrifically.
Can you imagine? Again, imagine that scenario. A girl that has just moved to your town is crushed to death
By a van.
by a van
In between
in
two
broad
cars.
daylight in the car
In a
park
school
outside
car
of
park.
school before the school day starts. So this is where we get the scene where Edward appears out of nowhere. He holds his hand out, clearly like crushes the metal and saves Bella's life, and then promptly runs away.
Yeah.
We then go to the hospital where we meet our other real daddy, Carlisle. Peter, I don't know his surname. It sounds like pasta.
Peter Pasta.
Peter Versinimelli or something.
Yeah,
it
something.
sounds like a type
Yeah.
of pasta to me.
Yeah.
Carlisle's daddy. Carlisle, Bella's like, yeah, it was so weird. Like, Edward was nowhere near me. Carlisle full on gaslights a child.
Did he say, oh, very lucky? Is that what he said?
Pretty much. She's like, shut up, bitch.
Very lucky.
She's like, I'm onto you. And he's like, I think maybe you're crazy. We then catch the Cullens, by the way, in a hallway of a public hospital, openly discussing their vampirism.
Yes.
With each other.
Yeah. Not subtly. Like,
Not subtly.
Not.
Rosalie's like having a go at Edward. She's like, this is my life and you're going to fuck it up for this stinky ass human.
Which, again, I kind of understand because as we've already established,
They don't
like,
know each
they
other.
don't know each other. You're gonna sacrifice
Our whole life.
their whole life, like, they're already pre-established, like, these are high school kids that have been going to high school. We assume multiple high schools because they've graduated multiple times. Like, it's clearly a well-oiled machine about how the Cullens go through life. And Edward has treated this girl like shit, barely talked to her, and he went, you know what? I'm going to save her life and risk my entire family.
Edward's like, Rosalie, you wouldn't understand. You would not, you were, you know, you were after that 1950s housewife life. You wouldn't understand
you
the
wouldn't get it.
complexities of contemporary romance, Rosalie.
I get Rosalie in this movie.
So do I.
I'm
She's
like,
like, who is this bitch?
who is this?
So Bella catches them. She then goes up to Edward, and Edward again just full on gaslights Bella.
Like,
To
it
the
didn't
point-
happen. It didn't
to
happen
the
like
point
that. I was
where-
standing right there.
Yeah, he actually. She's like, you were across the car park, and he's like, no, I wasn't.
No.
I was standing right next to you. And
was
she's
standing
like,
next to you.
bitch, no.
No, you weren't.
I know what I saw. And he's like, I don't think you did. I don't think you do. I think you might be a stupid little girl. Bella then has her first dream about Edward being in her room. Cute. And then the next day they go on an excursion to...
A garden?
It's like a
greenhouse.
garden center, but like there's composting. It's a very, again, biology, because it's the only...
It's the only classes they
It's the
go
class they
to.
have. I loved it the most, and I feel like Jacob, Courtney's partner, who's a teacher, could confirm this. The most accurate part of this whole scene is the teacher scrambling to stop these teenage boys from drinking the compost juice and playing with the worms. Teacher fighting for his life.
I also, one of those things where, like, Bella's, kind of established group of friends is also on this excursion, right? Like,
Yeah.
but they're not in the class. They're not in the class.
God, I never realized that.
So unless there's multiple...
They're like in, well, we know Mike's in the class because he's
Yes.
standing at the front door with her when the fan incident happened.
Yes.
So
So
he's
one
in
of them
there.
are there.
But Jessica is also there.
She's not in the...
I don't think it's biology is the only thing that school teachers.
This is a high
They're
school
all-
for biology.
They're all just in biology class all day, every day.
Unless there's multiple biology classes.
They would be.
Mm.
That's my Roman Empire. What other schooling do these?
schooling do
children
these children go
do?
to?
So this is when Bella and Edward have their. Bella is basically full on in love with Edward at this point.
For
They're
some
about
reason.
to have their first conversation.
Wild thing.
Edward continues to be Gaslight King.
Yep.
To Bella, he's like, I had an adrenaline rush. You can Google it.
You can Google it.
I'm like, what a cunty thing to say.
My God.
Be like, I'm going to try and convince you that you didn't see what you thought you saw. I had an adrenaline rush. You can fucking Google it, you dumb bitch.
You can
Like,
Google it.
so-
I was standing right there.
I was standing right there.
I broke physics for you. It happens all the
That's
time.
just how deep my love is.
Google it.
Google it. We then get what I think is the dumbest scene in the entire movie, which is just
It's a
all
really
of
bold
them
claim.
talking about La Push. It's La Push,
It's La
baby.
Push, baby.
It's La Push. And Bella's like, I'll go if you stop saying that.
Fair enough.
I bet that wasn't even scripted. That's just Kristen Stewart was like, this
Please
script
stop
sucks.
talking.
We then get another confusing conversation between Bella and Edward. At this point, they're basically in love. They've had two conversations. We get the iconic apple scene, which allegedly took like 40 takes for them to get. Because the apple was like on a string, and they would like, he would actually, it's not CGI, like it's
Yeah, he
practical
actually
effects.
has to.
And
You
it
know
took
what?
them forever to
They
do
stole
it.
this scene from 2002 Spider-Man, and you can't convince me otherwise. There's a there's a cafeteria. She falls, and Peter like suave as
but I
he
mean,
is.
it is from the cover. Like they're replicating
Yeah.
the cover of the book.
Yeah.
So this is when Bella has clocked onto the fact that
Something's
Edward
not
is
normal.
not human, which
She earlier.
she just takes in her stride so normally. She's like, yeah, I'm thinking it's like radioactive spiders, or she's like, something ain't right.
Something's not
And
normal.
Edward's like, what if I'm not the hero? What if I'm the villain? And Bella's like, you're just not. man that I've had 2 conversations with.
And he's been a dickhead 95% of the time.
Yeah. Bella invites Edward to the beach. He does not want to go to the beach.
He doesn't want to go to the beach.
We then go to La Push, thank God. And Jacob is there for reasons that are never really brought up. And we get a little bit of like the backstory of the Cullens. And in there, like, can I say, broad sweeping statement, one of the most insane wardrobe choices of this film is the flashback scene when they're all in like hunting a deer in like
yes
1950s. They're all wearing hats.
Yeah, they're very committed. Like if you're going to a costume party for that time period, that's what you would wear. But apparently that's
what you wear to go hunt deer with your family.
To go side tackle deer in the woods.
Yeah. And this is when we get another vampire chase scene, and we meet James, Victoria, and Laurent, who are
Laurent.
So do I.
Laurent, best character in this movie.
Can I also say I actually love James? Like, Cam
You turned into a turkey.
Cam Gijanet. You know what I'm trying to say. Bitch, you know what I'm trying to say.
It's like you're saying kitchenette.
Well,
anyway.
He committed to this role.
Oh, 110%.
Such a way that I have so much admiration for. He was like, shirt budget, 0. The shirt never going on.
Kissing, 100.
Oh yeah, 100%. And he does the like, he's made some actually like, for what is like objectively a really terribly acted film, there are some fucking great actors in this movie. And Cam Kitchener is a great actor, and some of the choices he makes for James and like the predatory way he moves his head, I actually really like. James is a genuinely unsettling
I think
creature.
It's good to... I do really like how in the movie, because obviously you're introduced to the Cullens who are vampires, but then you get the other group of vampires who are very much different. So I do like there's kind of multiple different layers of like different type of vampires and how they all go through life. I think that's very interesting.
And I also love this scene. It's like the guy's like, what do you want? And they're like, ain't it the same old inane questions? Who are you? What do you want? James, don't play with your food.
Iconic.
It's so good.
I love Laurent.
We then go back to the Swan household, and Bella is on her... She's taken Edward's advice. She's Googling it.
She Googled
So she's heard about the cold ones from Jacob, and she's putting this in, and she's like, ooh, vampires. And she finds this tiny little bookstore in Port Angeles, and she's like, I'm going to go to this bookstore to buy this book that apparently
This scene really pisses me off, low-key.
The Googling scene or the one that comes after?
No, like the Googling scene, because Google, right? We all know Google. It is the wealth of information at your fingertips. She didn't need the book.
No.
She could have
just Googled it. You were already halfway there,
You're
babes.
already halfway there.
You were so close.
So she could have just Googled everything. And granted, it would have probably cut the runtime of this movie in half. So that's probably why they were like, we need
roll
padding.
credits.
We need padding. We need her to go get this book. And doesn't she read the book and then Google about the book?
Yes. I think she reads... We'll get there. So the next day at school, Jessica and Angela are talking about... Because they're just normal girls, right?
Girlies.
They're not like Bella. They're just normal, boring girls that like dressing and makeup and stuff. So they're like, we need to go to Port Angeles for prom to get dresses.
Yep.
And Bella's like, oh yeah, I would love to come dress shopping with you. Lies. She's telling lies. We then... This whole scene cracks me up. So we then go to the dress shop, and an absolutely iconic Paramore song is just relegated to playing in the background, which is the crime in of itself. They're putting on dresses. Bella is obviously not having a good time. She's like, actually, guys, I just really wanted to go to this bookstore. And they're like, okay, bye. She goes to the bookstore. She comes out. Bella is nearly gang raped.
Yeah.
And can I say we gloss over this fact
really quickly.
Far too quickly.
Really quickly.
Bella has been emotionally shat on by the boy that she's got a crush on.
Her parents don't like her.
Her mum nowhere to be found. Her mum wants to choose a minor league baseball player
Yep.
over her child.
Yeah.
She's nearly been murdered.
Yep.
She's been gaslit multiple times.
By multiple people.
And now she's nearly gang raped. And we wonder why Bella is the way she is.
Yeah.
You know? And then Edward shows up in a fucking Volvo of all things. Does like a yeet yeet skeet skeet spin, comes in, scares off the gang rapists, then nearly runs them over, like Edward nearly does
Yep.
vehicular murder.
Yep.
Um,
A lot of vehicular murder.
yeah.
A lot of potential vehicular manslaughter in
This
this
whole movie is just like a running advertisement for various different car companies.
Megan, that's why it's a Volvo. Because Volvo were like, hey, listen, our car's really safe, guys.
Yeah. It's definitely would be what your 100-year-old vampire love interest would
100%
want to
would
drive.
drive a Volvo.
He's got millions of dollars, but he wants that Volvo soccer mum life.
I can't believe it. With any fibre of my being, I don't believe it.
So Edward rescues Bella from her almost gang rape.
Yep.
Does not ask her if she's okay, by the way.
No.
He's like, can you tell me a story that struck me so I don't go back? She's like, you should put your seatbelt on. He's like, you should put your fucking seatbelt on, you dumb bitch. He's so mean to
Oh my God.
They then show up at the restaurant where Bella was supposed to be, Jessica and
Yes,
Angela.
for dinner.
And this scene, the way it's written and done, is so accurate to how teenage girls act. And I love it because they're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Edward.
Edward. Oh my God.
So nice of you. They go into the restaurant. Bella is being like, you never tell me anything. He starts like yapping off a bunch of things. And she's like, I don't want to know the square root of pi. Like, Bella's not like other girls, guys. She knows the
She's
square root
different.
of pi. He then admits that he has been following her and can read minds. And Bella's like, okay,
fuck?
cool. No,
She
she's
accept-
not though. She just accepts it.
She accepts it so early.
So early. She's like, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. I mean, she's like, I knew there was something wrong, but like...
But the jump between like that and reading minds, I'm not really seeing the correlation at all. I'm not seeing it.
It's because he says in the car, you should have heard the foul things they were thinking. And she's
Yeah.
like, hold up.
No.
And he's like, oh,
Oh, my
fuck.
Oh, my bad.
But
But again, I feel like him saying that, I'm like, well, nah, shit, Edward. Like, she was there. I don't think it takes too much to go, oh, okay, like, clearly.
yeah, he
this
really
is-
could have, like, pulled that one back, and he just steered right into the skid of being like, yeah, I can actually read minds. And she was like, okay,
Yeah, okay.
cool.
Okay.
Illy. They go to the restaurant. Canonically, also, what cracks me up is the woman in the restaurant that serves them their dinner is supposed to be, like, insanely hot. And Bella is impressed because Edward is just, like, locked in on her and pays no attention to the really insanely hot waitress who keeps flirting with Edward. Instead, what they've given... I'm not saying that the actress who plays the waitress is not stunning, but the way they've styled her as, like, a 1950s rockabilly with, like, the full... It's a choice.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we doing? It would have been easier to just make her a hot girl.
Just a hot girl, yeah.
So they then drive home. Edward admits that he likes her. Bella realizes that Edward is like really, really cold, like physically really
Yes.
cold when they go to like turn the heater off. They then drive past the police station where Carlisle's car is parked.
Yes.
And I'm not even going to say Edward and Bella. Kristen and Robert give what is potentially two of the worst expositional line deliveries I've ever heard. Kristen is like, whoa, what is going on here? And Robert's like, why is my father's car here? Like, okay, guys,
All right.
we could have worked out a better way to do that.
Yeah.
Another murder has taken place.
Another
This
one.
time it's one of Charlie's BFFs. It's very sad.
Very sad.
Carlisle again gaslights Bella.
Gaslights.
Gaslights the child. To be like,
Gaslight, Kate Keep, girl boss.
Yes.
Carlisle Cullen.
Carlisle, Gaslight King.
Yeah.
He's raised his son, Edward, Gaslight Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. Charlie, she goes inside and she's like, I'm really sorry your friend died, Dad. Charlie gives Bella Chekhov's mace. It's like one of those things where we like know this is coming to play later.
Yeah.
Bella goes home, does more Googling, reads, this is what we were talking about before, opens the book, goes home, reads like one word in the book that she's just bought.
And Googles the word.
And then Googles the word and falls down another Google rabbit hole. Makes the very sane and rational decision that Edward is a vampire.
Yes.
Because, like, what else?
What else
Could it be?
I guess I can understand, because, like, Jacob was telling her about, like, these sort of legends before, so it's already kind of pre-established in her head.
I guess, but, like...
So it's, like, a little bit of confirmation bias. It's just crazy that she's
the
correct.
speed that she jumps to believing it is insane
crazy.
to me.
Also, the whole lore about the vampires and, like, the werewolves and everything, that lore is so wasted on this movie. It's so interesting, and it's just... What?
The vampire lore is actually
It's insane.
insane.
It's so cool. And...
But also it's so, like, why?
I constantly have this problem where the side characters in this movie are infinitely more interesting than Bella and Edward.
Oh, yeah.
I would love a movie about, like, Carlisle and him going through, like, and all of these different time periods.
His backstory is so cool. And we
So
can
cool.
actually, I have notes on my phone from a different video I did on my YouTube channel about the Twilight books. We can get into that if you wanted to, but then this might be like a 4 hour long podcast.
Yes.
So we then get the iconic forest scene where, you know, how old are you? 17. How long have you been 17? A while. They zoop up the mountain. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. We get the diamond scene. They have, like, the full vampire conversation.
Yeah.
Again,
Confirmed.
Bella is taking this in her stride
Really well.
far too well.
Yeah.
They are in love immediately. Literally, the next scene is Bella being like, I was, unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him. No, you're not. Honey, you're 16.
You're a baby.
Baby girl, your frontal lobe has not fully cooked yet.
No.
We then get the iconic meadow scene, which is a massive thing in the book and is a huge part of the second book. So it was a choice for them to not make this more of a thing for me. But basically it's a scene of them lying in a meadow looking lovingly at each other.
Very pretty looking scene.
Very pretty looking scene.
Very pretty.
Edward and Bella then have their school couple debut. Again, this was another scene where in the theatre people screamed.
Yeah.
Worlds were changed.
Worlds have changed. Again, something about the Cullens and needing to aura farm. Like, he rocks up, he's wearing the fucking sunglasses, arm around her. I'm like, aura farm king. Aura farming all the time.
Yeah.
And Emmett does it because he can't sit down in a car.
Yeah. He's standing up in the back of the Jeep.
Yeah. He doesn't sit down in any car in this movie.
No.
Has to aura farm.
Has to.
Has to aura farm.
Well, I mean, what else are you going to do? Surely, when you've lived for hundreds of years, shit gets boring.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe.
You
you're
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
So we then get a series of scenes where they are essentially walking in strange places, and Edward is delivering a bunch of exposition about
so much.
his life. There's like 3 of these scenes in a row. They're just walking in weird places.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense because they can't really have these conversations out in the open, but I'm like go on a date.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? This is when we find out that Edward was born in 1901 and is 7 million years old.
Yes.
Again, Bella not concerned.
Not concerned at all.
She's like, whatever.
Okay.
We find out that each of the Cullens have different powers.
Yeah.
And this is where Edward comes to Bella's house and he's like, I'm going to take you to meet my family. The way he delivers that line is really bizarre. It's like
whoa.
Robert Pattinson plays Edward so demure for the entirety of the film, and there's this one moment where he's like, I'm going to take you to meet my family. And he, like, pops out the little thing on her car, and then he's like, oh, I have to go. And Jacob and Billy roll up, and it's like the weirdness, and you're like, oh, something.
The stare down a little bit. Yeah.
So this is when Bella then goes to Edward's place, and we get to meet the rest of the Cullens properly.
Love.
There is the iconic Italiano scene. They're making dinner for her.
Yeah.
Never used their kitchen before because the vampires don't eat. And Rosalie's like, is she even Italian? Her name's Bella. Okay.
I do really like this because Does that mean, because, like, I don't know, like, can they only, like, when you think about it as vampires, do they only eat Americans? You know, because it's like, well, if you're Italian, do you only drink Italian blood then? Like, how far does this go? Like, that comment, I'm like, what an odd thing to say. Because it's not like you're just specifically being like, oh, I'm blank, therefore I can only have blank. Yeah. I know Rosalie's being a bit of a bitch in this scene, and good on her, because...
As she should be.
As she should be.
Right.
But... What a crazy thing to say.
The other thing I love about this scene is that obviously, even though I imagine it's, well, not I imagine, it would be prop glass, because Rosalie is holding a glass bowl that when, I think it's of salad. And when Bella walks in and they're like, oh my God, we made you dinner. And she's like, thanks. And then Edward, again, can't keep his mouth shut for 1 fucking second. He's like, she already ate.
Shut the
Rosalie,
fuck up,
just
bro.
shut up.
Shut up.
Edward, play it cool.
It's like, you know when you go to, like, you know, a partner's or, like, a friend's, like, house for the first time, and then they're like, oh, Laura's hungry. And you're like, shut up. You should say that you're hungry.
Yes!
Don't put me under the bus.
You could be like, I already took her to dinner.
Yeah.
But also, like, did you not know that your family was planning on cooking a 5-course meal for your... Anyway.
I can get Bella being polite. She's like, oh, you know, like, they don't eat. But, like, come on, man.
No communication.
No communication in any way, shape, or form.
So the thing I love the most about this scene is when that happens, Rosalie gets really mad and, like, shatters the bowl.
Yeah.
But because obviously it's in her hand, and I imagine it's, like, a safety hazard,
glass.
and it's not something you can have a stunt double for. She is wearing the fuggliest gloves.
Yeah.
They are hideous.
Yeah.
And I imagine it's because they needed to, like, protect her hands.
Yeah,
But fuck, they're ugly. It was not worth the glass shattering thing. You should just cut that scene.
And I do love, again, the aura farming vibe of the Cullens. The heels that she's wearing.
In her house?
Like, 6-inch stiletto.
Yeah.
Power to her,
Yeah,
honestly. Yeah.
We then see Edward's room, which I can contest was massively disappointing to see that on camera, because in the books it's supposed to be like this huge room, and he's got all these like trinkets and a piano and all these things. He puts on Debussy, which Bella is like, oh my God, I love Debussy. Because again, she's not like other girls. Edward then makes the interesting choice to yeet her out of his room, which for some reason has a full wall window open to the elements.
He's like the corner of the house. He's got no walls. Like what? It's like a bookshelf. It's very weird.
Very weird.
Very strange.
And this is when we get the "you better hold on tight" spider monkey.
Yeah.
He scuttles up the tree. We then catch up with our other vampires who are being hunted by the police.
Yes.
We then get another diner scene, and this is where we get guest star from the Queen herself, Stephanie Meyer, and Mike just being an absolute insufferable asshole.
Yes.
He's like, you've been hanging out with Cullen. I don't like it. And Bella's like, who asked?
Who are you?
Who are you? Bella then chats to her, again, terribly absent mother, and halfway through that conversation, Edward makes the interesting choice to climb in her window. Could you not have waited until I was done on the phone, sweetie?
He's very inconsiderate.
Yeah. He climbs through a window and they share their first kiss. And it's actually, can I say, it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
No, it's pretty hot.
You know?
Yeah.
He also admits that he likes to watch her sleep. Bella, again, just takes this in her stride. So they chat like it's the most normal thing. He's like, I like to watch you sleep, and I've been doing it for the past few months. Because she's like,
They've been
do you
together.
do that?
They've been together for
2 days at this point. I'm pretty sure canonically it's like 2 days. So she's like, do you watch me sleep? Do you do that often? He's like, only for the last couple of months.
Only for, I don't know, 5 years.
Only since I laid eyes on you.
Yeah.
We then flash forward to the most iconic scene in cinema ever. The vampire baseball scene.
Yes.
This scene, cinema. Give it an Oscar. Give it an Oscar, give it an Emmy. This scene alone should be an EGOT.
I agree. They should just play this in the cinemas weekly. Just the baseball scene. I want an extended cut. I want the full baseball game.
Yeah, give me the whole thing.
Give me the whole thing.
We find out that the Cullens are Americana baseball fans, but because they're like so good at it, they can only play when it's storming because the thunder has to mask the sound of like
them
the
hitting
crack.
the ball.
The other vampires then show up in what is such an interesting choice of them walking, because they're like walking at a normal speed, but
They
like gliding.
Yeah.
Choices were made.
I like to think they're wearing Heelys.
Well, that's all I'm going to think about now.
I like to think that, yeah, they're wearing Heelys.
Well, that has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
That's how they get everywhere.
Heelys.
They wear their Heelys to escape their feelies. So the vampires show up. It all seems like for a moment it's going to be A-okay.
Yep.
And then again, Bella with like the stinkiest hair on the face of planet Earth.
God,
the
girl,
breeze
shampoo.
gets like a waft of her hair, and James is like, "You bought a snack." Again, the way he acts that, so good. It's
locked
so
in.
animalistic and predatory. Like, I love it. For some reason that is never really explained, James is instantly like, "Oh no, I could have anyone, but I must have
No,
you."
I won't. Yeah.
I think it's because like Edward is immediately protective of her, and so now it becomes his most exciting chase.
Yeah, the love of the game.
Chaos ensues, and they must immediately leave town.
They gotta
Again, why it's not really established that they couldn't just like wait for James, like they couldn't hole up in the house and just wait for him to show up.
Yeah, I don't, because it kind of gives that the Cullens and James have like a pre-established relationship, that they know that James is like a psycho killer sort of thing. I'm like,
Well, we can get to that.
well, we can
get to that because they actually do.
Yes.
Bella stages a fight with her dad and leaves in the middle of the night. Again, like, not like, what was he going to do? He couldn't like physically restrain her, but he just kind of lets his 16-year-old daughter
Just leave.
in the middle of the night. He's like, cool. We then flash to Jasper, Alice, and Bella. They're in a hotel. Alice is like having a vision, and she like, artist queen starts to draw, and Bella's like, why are you drawing my dance studio? Because known clumsy girl Bella apparently used to do dance
ballet.
lessons, which makes no sense.
No.
Bella gets a phone call from what she thinks is her mother, and we'll get to it. She thinks it's her mum, but it's actually her mum being held hostage by James.
Yes.
And he's like, come to the dance studio.
Yep.
Oh, or I'll murder your mum.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Okay.
Cool.
Well, no choice.
Bella gets there. James attacks her and is filming it. And can I say, in the book, I remember this is so much worse. He like tortures her
Yeah.
and is planning on murdering her, filming it, and then giving it to Edward to make Edward watch the love of his life be tortured and murdered.
I love the game. Like, he does it well.
But it's
Love the game.
It's so much worse
Yeah.
like more violent in the book. Edward shows up, they fight, James bites Bella before Jasper and Alice and Emmett like avenge a drop from
through
the veranda.
Yeah.
Choices in this film. The thing I love the most about this scene is watching Jasper and Emmett. It's like, it's in the part where Bella has passed out, between her passing out and waking up in the hospital. They do some scenes where like Jasper and Emmett in the background are like dancing around the fire they've made. And it's so funny. So James is slewed. But he's already bitten Bella.
Yeah. The
And
venom.
Carlisle's like, the venom.
The venom.
And Alice is like, I've seen it happen. And Edward's like, fuck you, Alice. Fuck you and your stupid visions. Like, no. Carlisle's then like, you can suck the venom out. Which like, okay, sure. And Edward's like, I'm so scared that I won't be able to stop because her blood is so tasty.
Let me just say that, like, the idea of sucking on, like, you know when they're like, oh, you get stung by a jellyfish, like, piss on it, right? It's the same level, like, what do you mean suck the venom out? What?
Yeah, doesn't your body like pumps it around?
Yeah, like,
It's not like, doof.
Like, it's
gone.
It's out.
Out of here. Anyway. So they have a heart-to-heart, and he's like, I believe in you, son. Like, you can do it.
You can do this.
We then have, like, a fade to black as, like, Edward is trying to stop. We have the iconic
Bella goes cross-eyed.
Bella gets cross-eyed, the iconic Robert Pattinson song playing in the background.
I say recently, but I only somewhat recently knew that that was Robert Pattinson singing.
I will wrap you in my arms tonight. I'm like, why are you are a British man. Why are you a cowboy?
I don't...
What's happening? It's such a choice.
I want to know, like, the conversation that led to, like, Robert.
Do you think Robert Pattinson showed up and showed Catherine Hardwicke and he was like,
hey, I did this?
Yeah, it's so good.
Because why else? Is it a
It's
full
a
song?
I'm assuming so. I've been too scared to ever listen to it. I don't want to put myself through that.
That's fair enough.
So we then have like a fade to black and it's like, oh, has he done it or has he murdered her? Bella wakes up in a hospital being told that she fell down the stairs and through a window. Now I need to share something that's from the canon of the book. And this is either in the illustrated Twilight guide or it's in Midnight Sun. I can't remember which one. But canonically, the way they pull this off,
Oh no.
I don't know if you're ready for this. So, I can't even do this with a straight face. So to make it believable that Bella has fallen down a set of stairs, they like collect a bunch of her blood and like put it everywhere. That's fine, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
You would think like, I don't know, throw a brick through the window or something.
To smash.
No. Alice rolls herself up like a bowling ball and rolls down the stairs and through the window. That is canonically how the plan they hatched to pull it off. And I just think that's the most convoluted way of doing it.
Yeah, you could have just thrown
You would think so.
a chair.
Edward says, like, obviously this is not going to work, I'm going to leave you. Kristen Stewart has, like, an epileptic fit where she blinks somehow 7 million times in the space of 1 second. And she's like, no, why would you? It's just such a choice. They then, Bella's mum is like, oh my God, so you're going to move back to Arizona? She's like, no, I'm moving. And Bella's mum is like,
what do you mean?
okay, but also I'm not going to question it because I want to go
With my minor league baseball
with
player.
my minor league baseball boyfriend. Bella then goes home and she goes to prom in such a choice of an outfit. It is a blue tiered ruffled dress with 3/4 lace leggings and Chuck Taylors.
She's not like other girls.
She's not like other girls.
I was half expecting her to do Disney knees at some point through it, you know?
Yeah, she should have.
She should have.
They then go to the prom, they dance, they kiss, la 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 la. We then fade out as we see the back of what we think is like a teacher or a student. It's actually dun dun dun. It's Victoria. And that is the end of the film.
Yeah.
Now, just quickly before we get into it, I've prepared an actual dated timeline of... This is going off the book.
Yeah, but, you know, it's what they would have used to
So
put their film together.
we're going to quickly talk about how cooked the timeline of this series is. So Bella moves back to her dad's house in Forks, Washington on January 17th, 2005. The day after she meets Edward in their first biology class. On January 25th, Bella is almost in a car accident, but Edward saves her. He then ignores her for almost a month.
Oh.
We know from the book Midnight Sun that on March 2nd, this is when Edward sneaks into Bella's room while she's asleep to watch her for the first time. March 3rd is when they sit together at lunch for the first time, which is something that's not included in the movies. Yeah. March 5th, Bella sees Jacob, who tells her about the cold one. Yep. So March 5th is the push. And the same night, Bella has a dream about Edward being a vampire. Yep. March 8th is when Bella goes shopping in Port Angeles and is almost gang raped, which, again, a fact that the book and movie is so casual about.
Just drops it.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Edward rescues her. They have dinner where he admits that he's a vampire and can hear everyone's thoughts but hers. March 9th, they are in love. She moved to Forks.
When did she move to Forks?
January 25th.
Oh.
It's been...
After being ignored for a month.
Yeah, it's been a month and a half, a month of which he ignored her.
It can't be for real.
they're like ride or die. It's been 50 days after they have locked eyes. And like 30 of which he totally ignored her. They have at this point had about 4 conversations.
Yep.
March 12th is when Edward takes Bella to the meadow. March 13th is where the big baseball showdown happens. Yep. Edward introduces Bella to his family and they play baseball and meet James. By March 18th, Bella wakes up in the hospital.
Oh, wow.
Wait. Yes. 60 days. The first Twilight books takes place over 60 days. And they are like ride or die in love.
I can... See, like, it is like the trope thing where it's like, oh, they're soulmates. Like, they're meant to be, right?
Sure.
I really don't like that trope in general. Because I'm just like, oh, it's a bit... Like, it feels a bit cheap.
Yeah, right? I agree.
It feels a bit cheap, but I think it can work in certain scenarios if it's just like, oh, it's like this unwanted, like, attraction. But that would assume that they're, like, Edward's actually being nice to her, but he's not.
No. And he
so
ignores
that's
her.
where I get confused.
60 days, 30 of which he completely ignores her.
Yeah. That's when because Edward's not nice.
Mm-mm.
Like, if they're soulmates, they're not
Gaslight.
very good at being soulmates.
Gaslight King.
Yeah, so that's kind of where
60
my
days.
problem comes from.
Yeah.
And I think, too, because, you know, the very minimal scenes that Jacob does have in this movie, I'm like, oh, he's, like, really sweet and really nice and, like, childhood best friend. And...
Yeah.
But for some reason, Bella's like, eh.
Yeah, Edward is a terrible boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then, mind you, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head how much time has passed since the end of Twilight and him leaving in New Moon. But I don't think it's a long period of time.
Surely not, because if this movie takes place over 60 days and the rest
Well, the
really can't.
whole book series takes place over like a year and a half.
Oh, yeah, so it really can't be that long
No.
at all. Edward's just shit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So just quickly for a little bit of backstory, which may interest some people. So I find that this is a really interesting thing. And some people think that like when you rewatch Twilight, having this knowledge that there's like a little glint in Alice's eye. But actually, canonically, Alice and James do know each other. So Alice was born in 1901 to like a pretty rich family, and she started having visions pre-vampire, and she was committed to a mental asylum after her stepmother tries to murder her. It's a whole thing. Alice has a wild backstory. While she's at the mental asylum, she undergoes electroshock therapy, which gives her amnesia, and it's where she meets a vampire who's working at the mental asylum.
Yeah.
Why? Never established.
Because
while she's still human, James like sees her in the mental asylum and tries to murder her, and the vampire that she's befriended protects her long enough for her to escape and run away, which is then I think she just like James just gives up and leaves her alone at that point. It's never really explained.
Fair enough.
But I do think it's a very interesting tidbit that like technically, canonically, James and Alice have met.
Yeah,
and know each other.
Which would, again, as I said earlier, like it clocks in because they're all of a sudden, like they're like ride or die. Bella has to go, like it's ride or die. And I'm just like, well, hold on, we don't know this guy.
Can we like negotiate?
Like there's no, it's just very sudden. Like, yep, he's locked in, he's hunting her now.
Yeah.
I'm like, is he that serious?
Is it that serious?
It's
never that serious, guys.
It's never that serious. And again, it's like the entire Cullen family against one guy. And as you said, it could have been like, just wait at your house and wait for him. Like I'm sure it would have worked out. If anything, doing this whole elaborate plot of like, oh, we have to leave. Edward and Emmett are going to try and throw off his trail. Oh, but Alice and Jasper are going to take it to this hotel and that's where they're going to stay until they deal with it. I'm like, why didn't you just wait? It's very elaborate. Again, had to probably fill out the runtime. Because not a lot happens in this movie.
No, well, 60 days.
Not a lot happens. A lot of biology happens in 60 days.
So they have 4 biology classes? Crazy.
Yeah.
So much biology. So much mitosis.
So much mitosis.
Yeah. But that is the 2008 cinematic masterpiece, Twilight. Overall vibe, I mean, I'm very biased.
Yeah.
Because this, as I mentioned several times, is very important to my culture and lore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's 10 out of 10 for me.
I don't know, it's really weird because, again, I did have the Twilight phase growing up. But now when I rewatch it, like, I'm not gagged obsessed with it. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. I enjoy the campiness of it. Like, I think it's a hilarious movie. It's definitely not, like, I don't know if it's
Unintentionally.
unintentionally hilarious, and I appreciate for that. It's definitely not the worst thing I've ever seen. But, like, these movies are kind of almost like a nothing burger for me. I'm just like, yeah, look, they exist. They're a cult classic, and I respect it for that. But, like, other than that, it's like, yeah, okay. It's Twilight. I don't feel strongly in either camp.
Fair.
It's not like I hate it.
I feel like
but
that's
I don't
probably
love it.
how most people who don't have the nostalgia aspect probably
Correct.
feel.
I'd say so as well.
It's definitely one that it has become a pop culture icon. But so much of that is tied to the nostalgia.
Yeah. I also do like as well that a lot of I truly do think that, like, without Twilight, like, you think about it, you're like, oh, Twilight, then 50 Shades of Grey.
We didn't even talk about that.
Oh,
we didn't even talk about the most random thing about these films is the 9/11 to Ellen being cancelled pipeline.
Crazy.
Which is a little boy called Gerard Way saw 9/11 happen, or his dad died in 9/11, or both. It might have been both. To deal with his PTSD, he started writing music and made a little band that you may have heard of, My Chemical Romance. A young girl called Stephanie Meyer hears the songs of My Chemical Romance and finds herself inspired to write a book that you may or may not have heard of, Twilight. Another young lady, E.L. James, then finds herself on the deep depths of the internet writing Twilight fan fiction, Master of My Universe, which is basically if Edward wasn't a vampire and he was into BDSM. That then becomes the little-known movie 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey.
Another cultural, like...
Which we'll probably have to do on the channel.
We'll probably have to do it, yes.
50 Shades of Grey features Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson goes on Ellen. Ellen's already on thin ice. Ellen berates Dakota Johnson for not inviting her to her birthday party. Dakota Johnson, a braver woman than I, looks Ellen DeGeneres straight in her eyes and said, well, actually, Ellen, that's not true.
That's not true!
And so begins the decline of Ellen DeGeneres.
It's a crazy...
It's an insane pipeline. And I want to know how the pipeline continues. Like, what has happened from Ellen DeGeneres being cancelled? Do you know what I mean? That needs to be studied. I need to write a thesis on that.
I reckon. It's a Patreon episode.
God. Not that we have a Patreon.
One day.
We don't even have listeners.
At this point. Us. It's just the cat.
It's just the cat.
It's just the cat.
One day. We also don't have any socials formally yet. So
they're cooking.
We can't spruik the socials at the end. So I guess we'll just end it. Bye-bye.
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 I think we did the same thing in the last one.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.